I think I was just staring at them TikToks.
Oh, just now?
Yeah, in like the last 5 minutes. No, I think I'm just getting.
Oh, shit. Oh, hold on, sorry. I forgot that I'm supposed to have a microphone.
No, I got a little headache on me.
That's cool. How's it sound? Sound okay?
Yeah. It's pretty deep, pretty loud.
Is the lady still with you?
Yeah. What if? There's like
He's also
it's
talking
just,
into a microphone.
it's just a big naked black man.
It's like, oh, hell, hi, Adam.
It's that dude. What's that
What's
meme?
up, Adam?
Is that the meme of that guy with the big old hog?
The picture
You know
of
what I'm
me.
talking about?
No.
The picture of
picture.
William.
Yeah, they doctored me. They dyed my skin.
They took his glasses off, and it's just a big black dude
In
squatting,
Photoshop?
and his hog is literally the size of my arm, like
Oh,
literally.
yeah.
And it just got
That's what the
memed
normal
into
penis
every.
is like.
It was kind of a Rick Ross, or not Rick Ross. God damn it, never gonna give
Rick
you
roll.
up.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a Rick roll, and you would literally reveal it, and it would be that big naked black guy. You don't remember that meme? You guys need to get on.
I've never
meme.
seen this meme.
Have you been to meme.com?
I bet Adam has seen it multiple times, but just can't remember.
Not as a meme. Not as a meme, though.
Oh, as a porno?
Yeah.
I just
Are we
Googled.
doing video?
No, not right now. Not with the way you look.
It's my fault.
You want me to put a tank top on?
Let's have
Make you
let's
feel
have,
better?
let's have good vibes.
You want me to put a tank top on?
Shut up.
Don't be in a grumpy mood, will you?
You want me to put a tank top on? It'll cheer you up.
That would be nice if you did
Let me
that.
put a tank top on. I think that'll bring the mood. I'm gonna put this tank top on.
I really need you to do that, right?
First of all, don't tell me what mood I need to be in as a black man. Okay. Check your
That's true.
privilege.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a piece of shit.
You're not a piece of shit, Adam.
I'm so tired and run down and keeps waking up at like.
Hey, Adam, you're not a
5.
piece of shit.
Thanks, man.
You're a cup of diarrhea.
What the
Adam-
fuck? The old
Adam's
You're
bait
like
like
switch.
you're like a bowl of gazpacho diarrhea. Cold. Somehow it's cold.
Gross.
Like sitting on in the hot sun at a bus stop.
Top dog.
oh,
there
it
you
warms
go.
up from the sun. I love this
Yeah.
shirt.
Top dog. It's got a big
This
ass.
is your podcasting shirt, kind of. Damn, he does have a
It's
big
got
ass.
Arby's tattoo. Yeah, it's my buddy Nick. It's based on his ass. It's literally the big dog version of my buddy Nick.
That's cool. Nick sounds cool. Do you ever get
Does
to
he have-
squeeze it or give it a pinch?
I don't have a solid enough grip. That's how thick it is.
Damn.
You ever just jam your hard dick in between his ass cheeks?
Yeah, you hot dog him.
Buddy, I dislocate my fingers when I try and goose him. So no. Okay, that's like putting your dick in a blender.
Oh, it's big, but it's like rock hard. You're saying
It's firm, dude. Imagine what The Rock feels like.
You ever chili dog?
What'd you say, William?
You ever chili dog a chick?
Oh.
You know
I
what
don't
that
know
is?
what that is, but I do. I
think I know.
I could guess. Yeah, I feel like I could guess.
It's when you shit between her tits and then slide your
Oh, I
dick
thought it was-
between
my
the tits.
I thought it was
God,
her
dude.
pooping,
I thought
and then
it
you
was-
putting your wiener.
I thought
between
it
your
was
butt
you.
cheeks.
You just buy this broad some chili dogs.
And that was freaking you
That's
out.
what chili dogging is.
Now it's freaking me out. It's gross. Pigs are the worst thing to eat. Don't eat hot dogs.
Oh, just as a vegan, I hear you.
No, I don't know why anybody eats pork. Shit's You know what pigs eat?
Vegans
Anything.
shouldn't be able to hot dog.
Anything. Where do tapeworms come from? Pigs.
It's nice that you're holding a bottle of tequila and telling us this.
And I got a in my tank top. I'm a different man with my tank.
It's just listening to like a degenerate alcoholic who's
Who's also a vegan.
anorexic.
It's all about pork.
It's a bad combo.
Who's
It's all
anorexic,
about pork.
wearing like a loose tank top that isn't large or anything. It's just
Child's
barely.
medium.
It's just on his
It's a
skeleton like
child's
body.
large.
Oh, damn.
I'm weak.
Dude, I'd love the chili dog, Ryan, right about now.
Yeah, you're kind of asking for it, Ryan.
Right in between my bony sternum.
What if you just, instead of shitting on her, you just put chili in between her tits and then slid your dick around in that?
You could do that.
Vegan
model.
Put
chili.
put an actual hot dog. It's like
you
doing
go
a
to-
body shop, but with a chili
Yeah.
dog.
That's like at a strip club, they sell that. You're like, you want a chili dog?
Yo, you ever been to the Yellow Rose on a Tuesday? They do a chili dog special. You got to eat them out of some greasy tits, though. Just
And I remember
sucking that glizzy out of them taters.
there's a topless rest like diner in Florida, like on the highway, and I was always very grossed out by that idea. Or like a naked
Because you're
diner or something.
gay.
Well, no, I don't want to eat like
You're topless in a
diner
shed
eggs
right
and
now
stuff,
with a
like,
bag of trash hanging behind
seeing
you.
like, you're thinking of like
Adam's
hot
dri-
ladies, not like Florida
Adam's
highway
driving with no
strippers.
pants on and his dick, he's like jerking off while driving around Florida. And he's just like, I don't want to go there. That's gross.
That's in
Like,
poor taste,
Ew, gross.
I think.
He has like 12 banana peels just on the floor of his car.
Hooters already did that.
Hooters
right.
already.
No,
Okay.
Hooters
yeah,
isn't
distracted
topless.
myself. I know, and that's the biggest
Hooters?
problem.
That's from my hometown too. First Hooters
Well,
is in my hometown.
What hometown is that?
Clearwater.
Is it still there? Is the water
Of course.
clear?
It's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome, honestly. It's okay.
I'd like to lick some clear water on your face.
What?
Lick
mean,
some
like,
clear water
pre-cum? Is that
on
what you're
his
saying?
face? Or
I
off
should've-
his
I
face?
meant to say leak, not lick.
Oh, okay, okay.
I guess
It's
I
like
just
you're
came on
licking the
Adam's face.
pre-cum.
I'm
Yeah,
licking-
that was yeah.
Somebody drop some pre-cum on Adam's face and I'll lick it off.
You show up on
Freudian-
his
that's a
balcony.
bad
Freudian
thing to say,
slip.
dude.
Show up
Freudian
on his
slip.
balcony in the
Slipping in
middle of
this
the night.
pre-cum.
Oh yeah?
Slam on his door.
I like to lick a little cum off your face, buddy. That's a cool threat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, everybody, settle down. Settle down.
Stop
Good
alphaing me so hard.
Good vibes only.
Oh, are you
Vibes
an
today.
alpha? Because
William's the
betas do
alpha.
it better, baby. Betas do it better. How
That's a
long
cool
have I been
shirt.
saying? How long have I been saying like positive things about being a beta? I'm a beta, baby.
Betas do it beta. Beta. You know what I'm saying?
They do it better.
Beta. Beta
No,
butts.
they do it.
You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
they do it better. That would have been better if they would have wrote betas do it better. But in the movie, they just wrote betas do it better. Hi, I'm Ryan, and this is Men on Film. Welcome to a segue.
Start the intro music.
Can you play the
We play the
Who
intro
Wants to
music
Be a- Who Wants to
before
Be a Millionaire
the
Who
I'm
episode.
Wants
talking
to
about
Be
the
a
intro
Millionaire
music to
song?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
to the segue?
Or no, it's that
Here it
BBC's
comes.
Eyewitness series.
Hmm.
The
Way to-
old-
So Ryan does a perfect segue, and then Adam completely derails it. That's
No,
Adam's.
I'm saying let's get into the
bit.
episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So you
I'm
want to
supporting
pledge?
Ryan.
So right now you want to pledge? You want to rush into this episode? You want to You want to join our fraternity of an episode?
Yes. I'll do I won't have sex with a farm animal though.
There we go.
Would you lick some clear water off its face?
Oh shit.
All right, say the movie because I do want to get
All
into
right.
that.
Let's get
specifically
into
that
it.
Scene.
This is
'Cause I got
Men on
I got-
Film.
sorry.
Today's movie is Night of the Creeps,
Happy
What year is this?
Halloween.
1986, written and directed by Fred Decker.
Oh, that's the Monster Squad guy.
He directed Monster Squad. He is
Damn.
college roommates with Shane Black. They co-wrote The Predator together.
That's
Um,
cronyism.
Okay.
That's
Because
cronyism.
this movie was directed very well.
This movie's tight as fuck. So this
It's
movie
really
is
good.
It's good.
this is a movie I watched in middle school. It
Of
was
course it was.
kind of it wasn't very popular when it came out. It was a huge bomb because it's so weird. But I always liked this movie. It has influenced a lot of movies since then, like Slither, the James Gunn movie, is taking a lot from this. But of course, this
'Cause
movie is
it's
taking
about
a lot.
slithering things.
Yeah, they're worms. And this movie's taken a lot from a lot of movies. This movie is basically a buffet of horror. This is like
real Tarantino.
Yeah, I mean, he's
What's
taken
the
everything.
thing? What's the thing? Is that I thought it was awesome how they had to kill the things where you like shoot like the head.
What
and
the
then, like,
fuck are you
thing.
talking about? Come on.
I thought it was cool
Explain
how
what
they
the
had to
things
kill
are.
the things. So like these slugs, some like
Slu-
alien shit, it comes out of a pipe in the 50s and it goes into a guy, and then the guy's kept in a thing and like the for science or whatever.
I just say a slug. Don't say the thing.
A guy's kept in a thing, and that stuff does, and it
All
moves
right.
over, and this thing, it's like a
Okay,
slug. And
let's break it down.
It's like heads, and it's cool how they had to. Do you not understand what we're saying, William?
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Thank
Okay,
you
let's
for
just break
finishing
it down
that.
real fast what this movie is. I'll put it in context. Okay, so in the 80s, there were all these 50s horror revivals. Okay, there were all these movies like this one, Invaders from Mars, the Toby Hooper movie. I watched a movie, Deadly Friend, last night, the Wes Craven movie about a robot that's computer chip is put in a dead girl's head, and then she becomes alive and she has the brain of the robot or whatever. Like there was all these like stupid
the
50s
fuck?
revivals. Monster Squad is another one. And this movie's basically
the 80s and the 50s are kind of
connected.
It was
Yes.
real brain
similar
swappy.
decades.
It was real like, yeah, like
it was
take
a
over
brain
the
swappy
mind.
decade.
But basically this movie is a not realistic, but like a gorier, more updated version of Planet 9 from Outer Space. The aliens from outer space in this movie,
They even mention it.
they watch Planet 9 from Outer Space on a TV in a scene, but they are resurrecting. They have like a virus essentially, which are these worms that spread. These worms, make.
They go to your brain. They leeches. They go to your brain and they lay eggs.
Yeah, and they
That's
turn
all you need to
the dead living. They reanimate the dead, and then they spread like kind of like zombies. So this movie starts off in a spaceship, which is a ridiculous way to start a movie with ridiculous looking
ridiculous aliens. The aliens. This is like some Fifth Element shit. Like this is like the prototype
dude.
costumes for the Fifth Element orcs.
Dude, I want to hot dog those aliens. You know what I'm
I want to
saying?
chili dog them.
Yeah.
Also, that you get no context as to who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. It's just an alien, one of these weird looking aliens running with a tube, and other aliens are shooting at him.
Oh yeah, which alien?
Obviously, one's stealing something.
Isn't that
he
kind of
gets
like what the
killed.
Russia-Ukraine situation is like? You kind of can't tell which. Which
No.
one is the?
No, there's no
Oops.
aliens yet involved in
They're
Russia.
both of the aliens are Nazis. Like, am I supposed to be happy that he got the pipe out of the ship? And
Well, do you find out they were containing the
Stream
slug? So
Was there a Glenn
Right.
Greenwald?
so yeah,
alien?
so it was a bad alien at the
it was
beginning.
a real
was
real
getting shot
Batman
at.
Joker situation.
Yeah, that's the Joker of those. That's that.
But here's
guy.
my
That
problem.
alien
They
is-
may all the aliens look the same. I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for saying that, but all these aliens looked exactly the same. I didn't know who was what, and then they're just gone.
Don't worry about those guys. Okay.
So he throws a clearly a scientifical tube with something in it, throws it out to space. Fast forward to what?
Well, he shoots it to Earth. He doesn't
kinda
just
Lilo
throw
and
it out into
Stitch.
space.
That's kind of what happens in Lilo and Stitch.
He
It's
specifically
like,
launched it to Earth. I thought he just shot it out.
No, he shot it at Earth. Okay, so basically, there's an alien
why is he doing
spaceship. Well, he's gone rogue. Okay,
He's
he
the
probably
Joker.
was
The
a
Joker.
member of the spaceship.
Lilo or
Eh.
Stitch is like the Joker in his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just
So,
sit. Let's just sit on that one for a while. Let's just really
wanna-
think about that one.
I'm bringing the children's movies info into this conversation.
All right, finish the synopsis.
Well, I'm just saying
Twist.
this guy has gone rogue. He's obviously a member of the spaceship. It's like Dr. Strangelove. That's what is happening in the scene, is that the military in space, this alien military ship, one guy has decided to start the war. You know, he's like the General Jack D. Ripper. That's the way I see it. I'm not some, you know, devil's advocate, like who's the bad guy, who's the good guy kind of person. All right.
Who's the protagonist? Who's the antagonist?
Just why would he do that?
We're watching a movie. What do you mean?
I don't-
Who's a good?
I can't
there is a
tell who's
guy and
good or
there is a
bad.
guy.
Who's the
I can't
Lightning
tell who's
McQueen
good or
and who's
bad
the Chick
because they're.
Hicks?
I can't tell who's good and bad because they're naked. I can't tell the difference
They all
between
look-
good and
and
bad
they all look the
aliens.
same.
Yeah, you don't have wardrobe coding that visual language for you.
I don't know their politics. I don't know, you don't know anything about the situation, which is
Look,
I love to start a movie this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What-
don't like
how's-
to know the aliens' politics. This is not episode 1. This is not some free trade rebellion
No,
bullshit.
we're in it, baby. We're in it. This ain't
Chinese
Yeah,
real-
totally.
aliens. We're just.
There's no
we're-
Rachel Maddow of the aliens
I
on
sh-
either side.
I was starting this with my girlfriend, and she just was horrified. She said,
She
"Turn
left
this
you?
movie off. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. This is so dumb." But I was like, "What are you talking about? This is awesome. There's aliens running around." And then it cuts to, it shows when the scientifical tube, as Ryan put it, I believe, as that falls to Earth, the movie turns black and white, and it says 1959 Sorority Row, and then it becomes like a black and white 50s movie, and we see a guy and a girl. They meet up. They're hooking up at Makeout Point.
Makeout Hill. Yeah.
An axe murderer shows up.
Hot Dog Hill.
No,
Kill-
no.
I
They
know-
drive
look,
to the
Ryan,
axe murder.
Ryan, we don't
I
need to
love
explain
these
everything.
details matter.
I'm just saying an axe murderer shows up. This movie, because what I'm saying is this is the buffet. Okay. We got everything. You want aliens? We got
You
it.
got an axe murderer too.
We got an axe murderer. Her date gets knocked out by the aliens. She gets chopped up. There's a cop guy. Yada,
Thrill
yada,
me.
boom. Cut to 1986.
That's what he
Okay.
says before he gets hot dog.
Thrill me. Chili
you get-
dog me.
Yeah, yeah.
What's his name? Detective what? What are you calling on a Sunday for? Chili dog me. If he just changed his.
You're talking about the great
Yeah,
Tom
what was his
Atkins,
character's name?
Ray Cameron. That's a good name for him because every other character is named after a horror movie director in this movie, and it's extremely annoying when they say their names.
It's a little silly, but we can have fun. That's what we're here for.
A little on the nose.
It's a buffet, like you're saying. Buffets are about having fun, as
And,
much fun as you can handle.
And about making it, and buffets are a little gross.
That you
You know-
feel awful afterwards.
It's too much.
Explosive
It's
diarrhea.
way too much.
But we meet our heroes of the movie. So we got 2 dudes. Okay, these are college nerds. They're freshmen. One guy is like this redhead dude who's played Rusty in National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Oh yeah. Nice.
And then
That's
the-
what that was. I
Yeah.
couldn't peg where he was from.
Jason Lively. And then the other guy is this nerd who's in crutches. Not crutches. What do you call
for
those?
what?
He's not. Wait, hold on. I have a correction. So the Rusty guy is classic '80s nerd. He's in like the sweaters and shit. They're just like they really dress like nerds back then. But his friend, this guy who I think he's not just in crutches. He's like has like MS or
He's got
something.
MS. Yeah.
Yeah. What is
But
Is it MS?
He's not a nerd. He's like a sex nerd. He's
well,
like the
a nerd.
Styles.
No,
from
no.
Teen Wolf.
No, he's a
no.
he's
Wrong.
the
wearing like a-
that's
He's wearing a Hawaiian
he's an
shirt.
incel. He's literally an
he's-
incel.
he
He
is
says
an
incel.
incel. But that's an interesting thing. There's this this movie has a lot of 80s tropes or whatever. And that this is the character of like the best friend who's trying to get his friend laid, but they make it, he's trying to get his friend laid because nobody's going to fuck him because he has MS.
He was
He's
my
horny.
least favorite character. He was my least favorite character as far as his creation and how
horny.
he was
He's the best
written.
character
It-
in the movie by far. He's the
He
thing that
is-
makes the movie
he
good.
is-
Nice stuff.
he is the funniest.
100%. He's why the
No,
movie is
he-
good.
Yeah.
Everything else about the movie is
Wait,
generic
Ryan.
except for
the cop. But hold on, let me finish. This is why I don't like it, and this is also why it is good. But I don't know if it was intentional. He is the trope of I'm crippled, so woe is me. I can't hook up.
Yeah.
I'll never have sex with anybody, but I'm still progressive and I'm cool and funny and wearing cool outfit. It's like, bro, is your dick crippled? Like you can still get laid.
Maybe
It's
his dick is crippled actually.
It's like I
People
hate
with
that
multiple
80s
sclerosis.
character.
Fuck.
Brian?
Yes, my sister-in-law.
This is
has
a great
MS,
character.
and
So-
she's got 2 kids.
I'll tell you why
That's
this is a
no,
great
but a guy.
character.
A
I'll tell you why
woman
this is a
can-
great
Oh,
character.
and a dick. Sorry, she's got 2 kids and a dick,
Well,
and it works fine.
that movie with Ted Danson and
He is a great actor, great character.
Hold on,
Tom
let Adam
Selleck.
talk. What are you saying? Ted Danson,
You
Tom
said Ted
Selleck,
Danson.
2 kids and a dick.
3 Men and a
Isn't
Baby.
that a Ted? Is it? Yeah.
2
Adam,
kids
why don't you
and
go
a
make
dick.
yourself a cup of coffee and come back?
I've had a tough week as a parent.
Maybe you do like a couple of push-ups or something, because I'm basically watching a fat man die in front of my eyes, but the man isn't fat. Do you know what I mean? I'm watching like a person whose soul is being crushed under some sort of weight.
Yeah, that's,
just-
you're looking at your own reflection, my guy.
It's called being an adult. Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell us what's going on. Why are you sleepy?
My kid's been waking up at 4 a.m.
Sounds
And
like a
also he got us sick. So
AIDS.
that's kind of like when God is kicking you when you're down.
Well, kids are kind of like these wormy ass alien zombies. Like
Yeah,
they
they
sneeze
pass
once and they
infections.
just fucking shooting slugs out.
I
Also,
cried.
the graphics on these
I cried today.
slugs. The first
Hold
time
on,
you
we're
see
not
it
there yet. We're
slither-
not there yet, buddy. We're not there
Oh,
yet, buddy.
I
We're
wanna
talking
get
about
there.
we're talking
It's
about the
fine, we don't have to
great
talk about it.
character of the Hawaiian shirt, because he is the key of the movie. He is what elevates the film into something special. Now, yes, he is the woe is me.
True.
Yes,
True.
he is an incel and he's being the victim. But you have to have sympathy for him because he's like 18 years old. He hasn't gotten laid yet.
No, they're
He
in
has-
college, bro. They're like 20, 19.
They're
19,
freshmen.
20, 19. Say 19.
Sorry. Okay. I guess that doesn't matter. They are.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
you're
really
arguing.
boring, stupid thing to point out. I just want to say that. I mean, hey, that's your thing.
legalities, man. Hey, legalities.
Ryan's got to be, he's very specific
Adam,
sort
why
of
don't you go take a
thinker.
nap?
sort of mind. Why you keep telling me to do that?
Get a little blankie. Get a
Wait,
little
you also
cot.
look like a
I would like
hypnotist
that,
wearing your
honestly.
blue lens glasses. Take a nap. He's swirling it. He's got his hands up and I think he's trying to trick.
Hey, I'm on your side with this, William. Those kids are 18 and it doesn't matter.
Thank
They're
you.
probably 18
So
and a half though.
this guy, he's an incel. He has a bad humor defensive blanket thing, and none of his jokes are funny. He's very annoying.
Kind of reminds me of somebody.
But the fact that he's obnoxious is what makes him interesting, because he gets the movie
Of
going.
course you would
Deadpool?
think that.
Are you
Of
thinking
course William would
Deadpool?
think that.
Well, I'm just saying, do you like
Yeah.
Jason Lively? I mean, look, the cop is the better actor. That guy, Tom Atkins, is
Literally.
the best actor in the movie.
I thought you were going to
He's
say his
a-
name was Tom Actor.
He's a horror movie icon. He's in Halloween, Season of the Witch, number 3.
Grill me.
Dude, this
We're
guy's
telling-
awesome.
Yeah.
He's
He's got
incredible.
an exciting filmography. I honestly feel like he's a little, everything I've seen him in the Halloween Season of Witch and stuff, I feel like he's a little miscast as like a tough,
Did you have some high ayahuasca? Adam?
honestly.
Adam's on
that's what being a
heroin.
parent feels like. Why
He's
is
just
this?
nodding out. He's narcoleptic, nodding
Well,
out.
What's
you-
That's
different
you
about
did-
about what I'm saying?
Well,
than compared to
William was
before?
talking and he just kind of said something that kind of really wasn't
Tom Actor. Yeah.
like relevant or
Oh my!
not that I was
Just
either,
keep,
but
keep going. Keep going.
So we also got the girl that they find that's like so pretty.
it's the
Um,
basic ad, this brunette.
This chick,
You're saying she's basic.
she's
now, Ryan?
likable. She's very
It's all
likable.
white people, dude. They're all
Jason
That's what basic
Lively
means.
falls in love with her. He sees her. She's pretty. He was in love with her. Yada yada yada.
sorority frat basic.
It's your basic movie plot, and it's good. You know, it's like it's nerd shit. It's a movie about nerds, so good, fine.
It's a nerdy
This
movie.
is okay.
This is
no,
a
on
nerdy. This is a movie.
Adam, hold on,
for nerds,
Adam,
too.
hold on. This is what I wanted to talk about last night. So the girl I met, okay, so they are dorky, and the move that his crippled friend does is walk over to talk to the girl to be like, my friend over there thinks you're cute, da 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 da. That whole scene, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So after my show last night, this girl comes up to me and is like, hey, I just got to say that my friend over there thinks that you're really cute and wants to get your number. And I was like, well, why doesn't it was the same exact fucking scene.
Did you go
As-
on to have a Night of the Creeps after that happened?
My head exploded with slugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. That's cool. I know what
So
happened.
yeah,
But they ain't got game. Also, I thought the cripple guy was gonna
girls
hit on her.
today are great because they don't have game. They're all on their computers and phones. They're shy and awkward. They're basically little Williams. And all you have to do is be like,
Ugh.
hey,
Ryan, did you
I
hook
wanna-
up with a little William last night?
yeah.
I had a little Willy.
Did you show her
I
your
had me-
Switch? You'd be like, I got Pokemon on
I had me a
Switch.
little Willy.
You show her Pokemon on Switch, and then she comes over and you just molest her.
You licked some Clearwater off.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Ranch water. That's how we do it down here in
Oh,
Texas.
nice. Yeehaw. Giddy
Uh-uh.
up.
So we got this
Yeah.
combo. We got the buddy who wants to make his friend happy, and then we got
And the
the
fucking
redhead
for no
guy
reason.
who wants to get laid.
I love this dynamic, honestly. Is this one of the
A
only
good friendship.
versions of this dynamic that's very heavy in 80s movies that really feels like it could happen, because this guy is so horny, but he has multiple sclerosis. So he's putting all of his horny energy into his friend, who's like the most passive fucking little bitch guy of all time.
He's an Adam type.
He's talking about it different.
Well, I'm just saying. Although actually he's beta to Adam. He's a beta Adam. He's like if Adam
No,
was-
I'm a cool.
That
Adam will ask a
operator.
chick out. He
Yeah,
won't
of
have
course.
Adam would never have me ask a chick out for him.
Oh yeah, that would be. Well, you wouldn't try in a real way, I feel like.
Hey,
Would you
my
try?
buddy over there likes you, but he's too much of a gay guy to ask you out.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm funny.
And William
I'm wearing a
does-
Hawaiian shirt.
puts all of his energy into me because he's just completely impotent.
the heck?
But he doesn't have multiple
I have a
sclerosis
crutch
or
on my
anything,
I have
he's
a
just
little
impotent.
crutch on my dick to keep it hard.
Yeah.
It's like a
but
a
yeah,
little
so it's like-
crutch.
it makes a lot of sense because this
With
character
a little wristband, like the little wristband holder to go
Yes.
around your chest.
It has a little
That's
lab.
cute.
It has a little
Tiny-
hospital blanket on, or like what the
Very
hell would you
tiny
call
tin.
that?
A
but
hospital blanket.
this type
Not
of
a hospital blanket, a
protagonist-
hospital gown. Hospital gown
right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
on my dick.
It's like coughing, little.
You're just
soft
moving it
coughing.
out.
But this type of
Yeah, a little
protagonist that's
puck.
in these movies is just like it is like, like
Is anyone
it's pretty,
even paying any attention to what Adam is saying? I mean, who cares?
I'm trying to steer it back.
Steer it, buddy. Steer it.
Oh,
Let's go.
you're
Give me the-
captain in
give me the
now.
wheel.
I thought you were the lighthouse.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
shit.
bro. You just got lighthoused.
Oh man, that fucked me up.
Just imagine a stupid
the
Adam
Carlos Mencia bit. That's funny.
That'd be
man.
good.
with a flashlight on his head.
Nerd. You
Lighthouse
need
Carlos
any,
Mencia.
you need a flashlight for real though.
I
Yeah,
know
Yeah,
what
you're
I
in
was
that
saying.
spooky.
Anyway,
You're in that
forget it.
spooky shed. Put a little flashlight on
Look.
your mouth. Tell me a ghost story.
The rust
should have a
hole in
flashlight in here,
the
honestly.
rust hole in your shed ceiling isn't enough light.
But this chick, she's
it's the
she's
bear.
kind of has a weird voice. She talks kind of weird. She doesn't
She's
really
the
have much
one,
of a
man.
personality, but hey, she's pretty. He likes her. What are you gonna do?
She's the president of her sorority.
She's the one.
Some hot babes in the sorority, I gotta say. There's a lot of babes in this movie.
I can't wait to talk about what this movie ends up doing with this babe 80s horniness factor.
So the nerd and his redheaded buddy, they decide to join a frat.
Clip that. Sorry, go on.
That's
You
not.
two are a
funny,
bunch of
man. Honestly, it's
jokers. You're a bunch of jokers.
No, him
being
saying
serious,
that. Him
motherfucker.
saying that. We're both looking at the same screen, right, William? Like you can see,
I'm not listening to him or paying attention to him.
he's got a battery. He's got a battery, explosive battery
right next to my head.
right by his face. A
He's in a,
radioactive
Adam
Just
is
keep
in
it
a
right next to my
shed
head.
with 2
He's
bags
in
of
a shed.
garbage.
We got to screenshot
my
this and tweet it.
head in the
Screenshot
chat.
this look.
No,
and
no,
tweet
no,
it.
no, no. He can do
Not
it
this one,
himself.
but something. Yeah, Adam, screenshot this just so you can hear what we're talking. See what
Oh.
we're talking about.
They rush a
see it. I
prank. They
can
rush
watch
a
it.
they rush a frat. You
I don't
know,
hide
the
self view.
betas, beta epsilon or whatever.
Yeah, his whole thing was, I don't want to talk to the girl. He's like, just talk to her, and he's like, no, I need to join this frat. It's a funny.
Oh,
movie.
to like get her attention, right?
And he's like,
Yeah.
and then actually the nerdy friend doesn't want to do it, but he goes along begrudgingly.
because he's
So-
an unconditional friend. Love this guy.
So they have to go get a corpse and leave it outside her window or something on the front lawn of the sorority. So they go to this lab and they get lucky. They get inside. There's the naked 50s guy from the beginning of the movie who was on the date. He's now like in suspended animation.
Well, he's
Yeah.
naked now.
Well, he got
He wasn't-
slugged. He got slugged in 59, so he's like a zombie, but they don't
Well, that's-
know it. But
none of
he's
this
in a
is revealed yet.
Cryostasis. No, it is revealed. We see him get slugged in the black and white footage.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I take
forest.
that back. I've been corrected. So
Yeah, he gets slugged, and that's how that ends, and then it goes to 86 or whatever.
in typical 80s fashion, they start going, all right, let's try to get this thing open, huh? Just start hitting a couple switches, and then this extremely cheap set, this little glass door opens, and it's like that's not even sealed. Like, how could
It's supposed to be ice. Yeah,
it's like this is like an extremely
ice.
important scientific
It's
experiment.
cryostasis.
Cryostasis. They got to keep this guy frozen, and this is a ridiculous setup.
Why does
I mean,
the
this is
frat want
absurd.
them to do this?
But they're doing well. It's just a prank to get
just to
a
steal
cadaver,
a body, and that's what they
No,
find.
Yeah, from the morgue, and then they found like a secret lab essentially.
They want to fuck with them. They want to make them like do something they'll never do.
Just a funny prank, putting a corpse on another frat's doorsteps. Also, do colleges
prank.
have corpse? They
Corn.
do. They have to.
medical
right?
schools, yes, medical schools will have corpses,
Yeah.
So that
cadavers.
probably could be a prank.
My college invented Gatorade.
Our podcast is has a corpse on it.
Why do you keep saying that?
Is
That's a rude
this-
thing to say to a tired
Adam,
man.
is the Florida hurricane like since you're from Florida, is it like messing with your head?
His energy,
What's wrong
It's
with
been
what I'm saying?
his energy has been lowered
Saying
because of that.
facts.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
home,
you-
he's like Superman. His his fortress of solitude is
My
under
kryptonite.
attack.
My it's a fucking kryptonite.
we just had a nice rhythm going, and he goes, my high school invented
From
Gatorade.
college, I invented Gatorade.
Yeah, we know that's an extremely well-known anecdote.
Also, love bugs. You know what love bugs are?
Yeah, that sucks, dude. You have to throw all of
They
your
invented 'em.
furniture out if you get those.
All your love seats.
You really got to get a flamethrower, a tux, and a bitch to go to a formal, a random formal.
hell
So
yeah.
in the movie,
So there's a scientist played by David Paymer. He comes back to the lab. He sees these
Go
two
Gators.
dudes taking out the body. The body wakes up, grabs one of their arms. They get scared. They run out the scientific lab, screaming
screaming
like
like banshees.
oh boy, that comes back later. So then David
Yeah, rub
Paymer
that-
what gets a slug in his mouth? I don't fucking know. A bunch of crazy shit happens.
Yeah,
Tom
he
Atkins
gets choked-
shows
he
up.
gets
The
choked
friend
out.
gets just slugged up.
Doesn't happen yet.
Yeah, they
But,
puke slugs into your mouth. It is important that that's how they spread.
They like shoot into your mouth, or like they shoot from their mouth into your mouth.
They tongue
What's
kiss
that
you
called?
with a slug.
These slugs slither
Shotgunning.
and then they leap
Snowball.
into your mouth.
They snowball it
Blah.
into your mouth.
Yeah, it's a hot load that you don't want.
You could say that.
A
again.
rare thing. Most of the
Yeah,
time,
sometimes
when I
you-
see a
but
hot
sometimes
load,
you
I'm like
might want
a
it.
golden retriever catching a frisbee. I'm like, whoa.
Even
jumping
cold
in the air.
loads, you know,
You just gotta
On a
lick
hot summer day.
that sea breeze off your face or whatever the fuck we
Clearwater.
A cold- a
You gotta
cold-
lick that clear.
Cold load is can be the right treat at the wrong time, if you know what
Are
I
you
mean,
kidding?
buddy.
Are you kidding me? And you guys might not get this, but down here in this Texas heat, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
a cold load on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
You
When
will
you're-
ice chest under your balls.
When you're out there slapping cattle's ass to herding them around and you're getting sweaty and hot and all your cowboy gear, a cold load will set you right.
That's why the cream truck drivers do so well in Texas. I feel like
The fuck? Did you just have a stroke?
Load cream.
load truck drivers.
We need to get some
Ice load.
We need to get a
Ice load
Patreon
truckers.
situation going so we can get Adam some AC in his shed.
Ice load truckers.
Ice load truckers. That's tight. We got some loads. We got to get them to Texas.
Like blue collar workers trying to steer these big trucks on frozen load lakes.
It's like Sorcerer.
Yeah.
There's like dramatic music playing, and they're just
Trying
like
to-
cutthroat guys trying to get out of their horrible existence. Like, you
trying to
have
not
to
fall in
take-
the load. Big
Yeah.
puddle of load.
if you jostle these loads, they'll explode, killing you instantly.
If you
covering
jostle
you.
these loads, they'll explode.
load.
Write that down and start rapping, dude.
Holy
If
shit.
you jostle these loads, they'll explode. That's like, what?
That's a
gonna
badass
use
line,
that.
honestly. Yeah.
If you jostle these loads, they'll explode. No joke. I'm hitting it off. I got a butthole. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a freestyler.
No, you've never done that. It's more my thing.
I would
Right?
love
Do a little
to. I would
freestyle. Do a
love
little
to hear.
freestyle,
I would
Adam.
No,
love
no,
to
I'm
hear
kidding.
Hurricane
I'm
Ian
too shy.
freestyle right now.
I'm shy.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Um,
Are you freestyling right now?
Do a little freestyle. Just do it.
He goes, nah, I'm shy.
I'm like
shy."
Busta Rhymes where he's like, what? Or whatever, like DMX, like when he does that a lot in songs, but I'm just saying,
This
Hold on.
that's not good.
Well, give us a
man.
little
no.
Oh,
no,
was that
no,
not a
no, I'm too
freestyle?
shy.
I thought that
I'm
was
too
your
shy.
freestyle.
Do it.
This is your guys' thing. You guys are the
Okay,
funny guys on
Ryan,
the
be
podcast.
quiet until he does a freestyle. So just be quiet.
I'm too shy. I'm saying.
Do it.
No. I can't perform.
You're
with
just
her.
saying.
It would be
Come on,
really
Ryan.
funny
Shy.
if you did it. But
Do
instead, you
what?
gotta quit it.
What
Do your
the
rap.
episode just ended right there.
Do
I just did it. I just rapped.
I would like to wrap you in
A rug.
Fucking
and throw
gauze.
you into a swamp.
Just because I'm shy.
No, like a 15 cartoons mafia man.
I like to wrap him in chains, throw him in the bottom of the ocean.
Man, I keep thinking
Like to
about that
line
part
your
of
pockets with some rocks.
Silent Hill, where at the end when the razor guy comes out and razors everybody.
Talk about the movie from 17 years ago
Silent Hill, yeah.
that you just rewatched. So you
That was my first time seeing it.
dope.
I'm sorry I waited so long.
That's the movie this is facts. In high school, I went to it in the theaters with my friends, and I hate scary movies. You know this about me. But back then, I truly couldn't even be in the same room as a scary movie. I pretended to be asleep for probably 45 minutes of that movie. And then it was like a funny
That's
gag because
cool.
I went with like 6 people, and it was like a funny gag to them for like
What are you, a
years.
possum?
This is
Just play dead.
this is me.
Have little
This is me
X's over your
confessing now.
eyes.
This is me. I've never confessed this. To
Oh
anybody.
man,
They
bro,
don't
I
even
was
know.
sleepy.
But for like weeks, they're like, "Yeah, Ryan fucking fell asleep at Silent Hill. That's crazy," or whatever. And I was like,
He's not scared of nothing. Ryan will just sleep through Silent Hill. He's not, dude. He loves scary
what
movies.
holy shit.
He needs to.
I'd actually a similar thing happened with my grandma. When we were kids, she took us to see Jurassic Park.
And she
and,
pissed her pants.
And it's like really loud and intense and
She
shit.
was so
It's like, holy
scared.
shit. And she fell asleep during it, and we were like, this is so funny. Grandma fell asleep, and it turned out she needed a pacemaker. So she had to get a
God, she
pacemaker.
died.
She was
Yeah,
basically
she's just
dead during
dead.
Jurassic Park with the like subwoofer T-Rex
you
stuff
put
happening.
her
We're
ass-
like, whoa.
You
And we're
put her ass
laughing.
in a D box.
We're laughing about grandma.
You go, yeah, doc. You said she needs a defibrillator. A D box ain't that?
She's
What?
just. It's
Is-
just like.
is D-Box- hold on,
Oh, to the
D-Box.
D-Box. Yeah. No,
D-Box didn't
D-Box
exist in
sucks.
1993, Ryan. I hate to
Fortunately.
break it to you.
I've never been in a D-Box.
Neither did continuity, apparently.
I've never had the D-Box experience.
Yeah, I'm calling you out, Spielberg.
I'd like to put
That
you in a
T-Rex
C box.
scene with the goat.
What's a C-Box?
A coffin.
It's a coffin that
Why?
You fucking corpse piece of shit. Then I throw you in a
Just 'cause I'm
swamp.
shy?
Yeah, you're a shy piece of crap who can't rap.
Whoa, holy shit.
he goes just because I'm shy.
I hate shy
Tell-
people.
I'm too shy.
I would like to
Listen to
see
this
Adam
fucking
getting
loser.
Adam getting like jumped by a gang, and they're like clearly the reason is like a jump, like a hazing.
They're like, why are
thing
your
where they-
eyes closed? He's like, I'm
No.
scared.
No, they're not even talking. He goes,
I'm
"Are you doing this
shy."
because I'm shy? Are you doing this because I'm shy? Is this a hate crime because I'm shy?"
And they're just sliding their dicks in between his butt cheeks.
They're just chilling.
They're like, there's a pencil in
If
there.
I
I'm
was
trying to
getting
get it out.
Yeah, what the heck was this
No, if
pencil
I was
doing?
getting jumped, I would do everything in my power to get a boner. And the guys would be like,
That's-
what the fuck?
Yeah,
And they'll
that's
be
what
like,
people
whoa,
say.
whoa,
Like
whoa.
what?
That's
Back
what
up,
maybe
back up.
that's what maybe a few of the guys would say, and then maybe one
What
of the guys would
powers
be
is
like,
this?
"Let's go." Yeah, your boner power.
Yeah. That's my
Adam,
like,
get a
X-Men
boner.
power.
Get a boner.
No,
It's
Let's
getting
normal-
a boner in the
Get a boner
hardest
right
to get
now.
boner conditions.
normal.
Show me
power.
this. Oh, two
I'm shy.
bullies start
I'm too
picking
shy.
on him. He's going to get a boner. Well,
to get out of it.
we're waiting.
Hey, dork.
I'm too shy.
Hey,
Hey,
shy guy.
dweeb. You got a boner? Hey, nerd.
He pulls down his pants and there's a popsicle stick wrapped to like the extremely soft penis stretched out, trying to be a boner. He's like, "This is my boner."
Why is it
like what? Like he broke
Like,
it?
okay,
he
okay.
broke it and he tried to
Oh,
make it
yeah.
a fucking.
No, he tried to.
splint?
splint?
No, he
Yeah.
just can't get hard, so he's trying to make a boner.
It's
I'm like,
wrapped in a
okay, I'm
cast.
sorry.
It's all sign and shit.
It's clearly paper.
It says
mache.
"get well
Like
soon"
a
on
paper,
it.
like
Yeah.
a paper mache cast. Dick.
No, he has his dick is just like hanging down, but it's even more pathetic than that. He has like a sausage taped to like a stick that he's pretending is his boner, but we can clearly see his dick right behind it. We're like, okay, man,
Bro,
you know
It's the
what?
most flaccid dick you've ever seen.
I take
Bro,
it back.
you know
This
I
is
don't
just
fuck with
awesome.
pigs,
Just,
They do a
I'm
lot
sorry
of
we
hot dog.
bought it.
and that's why you shouldn't eat pigs.
Sorry we rushed you. Okay, so then these kids, so the
I'm shy.
zombies are going crazy. Kind of. They're the slugs are slithering around. They go in
Yeah,
a
they
cat.
didn't. They never described. Do the slugs only attack corpses?
They only
Because
attack
that's what.
characters in the movie. They don't seem to fuck with anyone else outside the
Literally.
plots of the story.
Interesting. how that happens.
Literally.
A college with thousands of students. They go right to that sorority from the intro with the sheriff, yada yada yada. And
Oh
the
no!
axe
Isn't
murder.
it?
The axe murder.
we have to
comes
skip
back,
a lot.
All the
We have to
cops-
skip a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
We got to skip a ton of
Okay,
shit.
let's wrap this
Let's
up.
just get to the big scenes. All right. So the axe murderer comes
We
back.
gotta wrap it up.
We don't gotta wrap up.
Tom Atkins
You.
is.
Oh,
has
now
a-
you want to wrap?
Oh, first we're gonna. Tom Atkins has his cool '80s dream where he's in a white suit, imagining hot babes.
With
That's a
rose.
classic. With a
Oh my
rose.
God, he's sitting on a beach. He's sitting on a
Yes.
beach getting served an insane tropical cocktail with like kiwi and like it's so fantastical. When this scene like happened, I was like, I love this movie right now. It kind of took me out when I realized it was
Ryan
a dream.
Loves any scene with
But-
a guy in a white suit.
Just getting drunk and he's just had
Yeah,
sunglasses
on
and
the
he's
beach?
just got on the
Drinking.
beach and he's just
Ryan?
got hot broads bringing him drinks.
Yeah,
That's
They're
it.
they're just
That's my
hanging out on the
life,
beach,
you know?
waiting to do that kind of stuff.
But he
Well, we-
he didn't pay. He didn't do anything. It's free drinks in this. What I'm looking at, it's free drinks in this situation.
That's where every cop goes when they retire.
And then he sees some siren in the waters, some hot babe in the waters, quote unquote, some hot babe. I'd say the waitress was hotter, but don't quote me on that.
We find out from his backstory that he's a cop from the beginning.
Interesting, right?
His sweetheart was killed by the axe murderer.
And he killed the axe murderer.
What do you mean,
and
his
then
sweetheart?
His
his
high school,
sweetheart? Do you
Oh,
not
that's
remember?
what-
white
Yeah, I
suit?
was like, why are they talking about this?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
He
But it's
was the
cool,
cop
It's
that
cool,
walked that.
baby. It's cool, baby. You don't understand the movie. It's cool.
It's all right.
Just let us enjoy it.
Adam is definitely the axe murderer. Adam is definitely the axe murderer
way.
in this movie because he's in
No,
it for like
yeah,
one
Adam
scene.
is the
He
main
does some-
character.
He does some crazy shit where
would
he
not do
splatters
that.
a woman all over and then he disappears until he plows back
So-
through a wooden floorboard.
This whole shit with the axe murderer where he
That
comes
is made up,
back
honestly.
in the sorority mom's house. This isn't only in the director's cut. This wasn't in the version I saw. They cut this from the theatrical
them?
version.
Why?
All of the axe murder shit from the when he comes back. They had it in the intro, but they just because
He
it was
had
too.
to have come back.
It's too weird. I don't know. I feel like
Well, it's graphic.
maybe I'm
for the
wrong. Maybe
time,
I don't remember it right. But anyway, maybe they cut it from the Sci-Fi Channel where I saw it on. So
Well, so this is where the plot for me got a little strange because he goes
well, they end the story way too early to make it have any impact. It's like they kill the
Right,
ex murder guy
right.
like 50 minutes
Well,
into the movie, and then
no,
what
so
happens is slugs shoot from his head and then scramble and go back to the sorority, but he was already next door to the sorority. It's like fucking dumb.
Yeah, but he builds it up like the detective comes, he goes thrill me, and the guy's like, "This is what happened."
He
goes,
says
"That
thrill
looks
me
an
like
axe that 40,000 times.
Yeah, it gets
Too
old
many
so
times.
fast.
Every time he walks into the scene, he says thrill me. Every time he answers the phone, he said no, but he knew it was funny, right? Like that actor knew he was doing a thing. He had to have.
Yeah, he's doing a thing. He's being cool.
it's a little like
So they
tongue-in-cheek.
built, but they built up the axe murder he buried the axe murder under the sorority house mother's house. So that set it up like, oh, then you gotta kill the original corpse to get rid of all of them. Like that's what I thought it was going.
vampire
No.
shit.
And then
vampire
so I
rules.
see why that's like they didn't do that. And I was like, okay, well, I guess
Well, no,
they
it
don't
just
need
means they
the
can
axe
resurrect the
murderer.
dead. All they're saying is it resurrects the dead.
Yeah.
It doesn't
But
just
that
infect
floorboard scene
living.
was so good. You just
The
hear
makeup is
thump,
great. The gore is
thump,
great.
thump. Just the whole build up. It's like a 4-minute scene.
Then
You don't know where the thump's coming from, and then out of the fucking floorboard, you just see some crazy ass crypt keeper. Also, why did he bury him with the axe?
I think he
Like, what
got
the
the axe from
fuck?
the grandma. I think she has an axe in that room.
No, he uses that's how he breaks through the floorboard.
We gotta hide. I guess he's hiding the evidence. I don't
He
fucking
does like
know.
old fireman stuff, but
That's
it's
an
like,
insane thing to
It's-
bury
It's
a
a
drunk-
awesome.
he's a
serial
drunk
killer with their
Well,
detective.
he's
weapon.
dead. He's dead. Who cares?
And
if he
you
has a
want to hide
weapon?
the evidence, so you might as well hide it all together. So it does make sense, I guess.
Ain't he a little stinky smelling up that house, or that old lady just got no nose?
I think
Dude,
I've actually
Buried
thought about this.
underground.
This is some Dahmer. This is a Dahmer situation.
Does your sense of smell get worse as you age? Because everything else does.
Your sense of smell never changes.
No, it gets better.
It doesn't get better or
Oh,
worse.
nice.
It's always
old men-
basically the same.
Your
Adam,
nose
if you
gets
want the
bigger.
actual answer.
Oh,
No.
yeah. No, William has an interesting point.
Your nose
That's
gets
not-
bigger and your
that's
ears get
not
bigger.
ha-
So your hearing and your smell gets bigger. Old people are known.
William, you're
their
gonna say
hearing.
that. You're gonna say this, and Adam's gonna believe it.
He should. I'm educating.
They
him.
have it. No,
The-
I'm just talking about smelling. Just talking about smelling, of course.
Let's just move
Yeah,
on.
the bigger the nose, the better you smell.
Let's get to the cool
So, William, what
friend,
were
the
you
funny.
saying?
Let's get to the funny friend getting killed. This is a big important subplot. So the chick shows up at their dorm room. She's like, "I need someone to talk to," and then the nerd's like, "Oh,
Boy,
you two,
yoing.
you two are getting along nicely." And the dude puts his arm around her, and then the nerd's like, "Hey, I got to go take a shit. I got diarrhea." He literally he goes, "I got to take
He
a
could
big
have just
poop."
said that as an excuse and left, but he actually went and took a shit.
He's
He
got to take a
clearly
shit.
Said it, but he said it like obviously like wingmaning. I'm gonna get out of this situation so you can talk to this girl and hook up with her. But then he actually went and took a shit.
He's taking a shit. And then the Chinese guy with
Yeah,
the
something
or the
about
Japanese
MS,
guy
like-
with the screaming like banshees line comes
Banshee.
in. His head
Yeah.
explodes. Worms shoot out everywhere in the bathroom. Ryan, did you find the scene scary?
No, I didn't find it most of this movie.
This
scary.
scene, I find this scene scary. So I was like, oh man, Ryan's gonna find this so scary.
when he's sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, those slugs are like
Well,
swimming
Now,
around.
you've seen Dreamcatcher though.
Yes.
So Dreamcatcher does a way better toilet scene with matches. Literally, it's the same. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? He's holding down the slugs
Spoiler alert.
in the toilet, but he's like got OCD. So in the movie Dreamcatchers, and it's the same thing. He has to lean over to get the matches.
Well, yeah,
and
it's
it's good. It's like a good production. This one was like clearly
Dude, these
the
slugs are
props,
scary.
like the prop,
Sure. Yeah,
No,
I need
so
a
what
prop to be to look
I'll tell you
real
this:
and
the
stuff.
scenes that I did close my eyes was every single time she went to open the door. That one sorority girl went to open the door and the cat came in. Every single time except the time a zombie came through, I was stressed out on that, and I was, but not that.
Well,
And
when the
then when
cat
the
comes in
slug,
and he's like a zombie cat. And he's got
and
like an
when
eye hanging out
the
and stuff.
first time you see one of the slugs, one of those like leeches go through the yard, the practical effects on that are insane. It's clearly just a string and it like it's
That was a
so
good
easy to
sh-
do,
That was
but
a
the
good
way it
shot
looks,
when the
the
cat.
grass was perfectly.
Okay, I get it.
Ooh, that was
We got
scary.
a zombie cat. We got a zombie dog.
That was
Adam,
a good
No, but
scare, I thought.
show us
This
the
movie
visual
was
effects.
not. This movie was not scary.
What did you
Not as
find
scary, but,
scariest,
like,
Adam?
Well, I was gonna say that the first of all, the cat thing was good, but not scary, but like I was gonna say the scene, the guy with multiple sclerosis taking a shit, that his scene, there's a good device in this where like it's a horror scene is scary if the character is unable to like defend itself reasonably, and he has MS
Against slugs. Yeah.
and then but it reminded me because in Silent Hill she's stuck in handcuffs the whole time,
Oh, I was sleeping.
and that's a
during that
good
part.
horror movie. Yeah, you missed there's the whole movie. The entire movie she's trapped in handcuffs and running around like, which is it's a nice little thing to add
another. It's
make
kind of
things
like
a
in
little more
Die
tense.
Hard. Die Hard, he doesn't have shoes on, and then he steps
Yeah.
over glass. It's like,
So it makes that scene extra good, I think.
yeah, he
in this
can't just
movie,
open the
'cause-
door and run out. He's got crutches.
He falls, you believe it. It's not like
So here's what took me out of that. He has used these crutches his whole life as his support system. And the second he drops Matt and what he did with the match, what was his plot? None of this, it was not good. This whole scene was not good. So no, it was not scary. And it was
scary.
good. It was
I'm not
a
scared.
fun scene.
I'm not a baby.
No, William asked me if I was scared on that scene.
Just for the record, I'm not.
I think
a
the
baby.
scene has good suspense.
I don't think it does, because why wouldn't he use his crutches? Actually, yeah. Okay. This is good suspense if I'm asking these questions. Because why wouldn't he just use his crutch to pinch the matches into the stall? Why wouldn't he? Why would
Uses
he
them like Jackie
lean?
Chan.
Why would
Yes,
he?
why doesn't he do a
hover? Why would he hover? It's movies. I get it.
he was
but
frightened by the slugs.
I knew he was dead the second that scene started. It was not thrilling. It's kind of lame.
He does his big heart to heart the night before. He's like, I joined a frat and steal a corpse
Beautiful monologue
for you because I like you, man. We're friends. And you're like,
No,
oh, this
dude,
guy's
William,
gonna die.
Yes,
This guy's gonna
but
die.
That monologue, I was like, this is a good actor, because
This
he
is
was
the last thing this guy
he was
says.
goofy guy the whole time, and then all of a sudden he goes, you know what? Fuck you, man. Like I'm goofy because I'm, and he just flipped this. He was a different
the lesson
actor.
is he shouldn't have stood up for himself.
You know who that actor is?
He couldn't
take it.
stand up for himself.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's a good.
That's
that what
Pete
you're going at?
Davidson's dad.
No, this
He
movie
could be,
is
though.
not 9/11. This movie's way cooler than 9/11.
He quit
like Pete
acting and then
Davidson's
became a
an actor.
firefighter. He quit acting and became
Pete
a
Davidson's
firefighter.
dad. Jesus Christ.
That's Pete Davidson's dad.
Think about how cool Adam's kid's gonna be when he's like, yeah, my dad died too.
Yeah, my dad podcasts in a shed, shirtless.
And one day we just opened, he didn't come out, and we
Basically
opened
the
the
same
shed
thing
door
as
and he was
being
just dead.
Imagine,
First responder.
imagine Pete Davidson's special. Yeah. I ain't asking for applause, but yeah, my dad died of heat stroke in his shed.
Podcasting.
Recording a podcast 4 people listen to. Yeah.
His pants were,
Not
why
all
were his
horrible.
pants
Adam,
down?
he's literally dying.
Want to do some push-ups, buddy?
No, I can't. I'm sick. I told you.
Okay.
Of what?
Sick of this bullshit.
Think of his kid. If I were you, Adam, I would just sleep during this podcast. Catch up on some sleep.
I mean,
No,
is.
save that for the Silent Hill app.
That's why I want these to be fun, because this is my only time.
Well, make
where
them
I'm
fun,
not having to
man.
work through a nap.
This is your
You're also in
playtime.
control of it being
This is my
fun. You want
playtime.
us to entertain you?
Yes.
You're part of this conversation. A lot of it. You're most of it.
I'm too shy.
Say something fun.
Listen to this pathetic weasel of a human being. This adult loser.
Hey, shyness affects millions
The
of
ego
Americans.
and the arrogance and the narcissism to be like, I'm shy. I'm on a
Too shy.
podcast. I'm a podcaster and I'm shy. It's like you want attention like everybody else.
I'm like, in our boy band of a podcast, I'm the shy one.
Something about this new mic where you got the whole arm and everything. It covers half of it, Adam's face in his shed. This is not good audio content.
I got to
but
figure out
still.
that.
I can't talk about
right.
the movie. I got to talk about myself.
I'm
To know-
shy,
I'm
but I'm
talking a
too
lot
shy
about
to
the
get
movie.
into
I
detail.
told you I can't wait to talk about the big
Yeah, what
statement that this
was?
movie makes.
So
What do you
the
think it was? Or
hold on. The nerd gets the
I'd be
nerd.
happy to tell you when the time is right.
A slug
Ryan.
goes in his mouth. He had his big heart to heart the night before. It's pretty obvious he's going to die. Eventually, the redhead kid is like, "Where is he? I haven't seen him in a long time." And then, or no, he's like, he doesn't talk like that.
they
That's how
live
the
in
other
a
guy
dorm
talks.
too, so that's kind of alarming.
Yeah, he doesn't know where he is, and then he finds a note. Play this or listen. It's like a recorded tape, and
Is that a letter from the piano teacher?
it's like Jamie Kennedy and Scream. The
I
posthumous.
want you.
His friend.
The,
with a
the
mess is
audio.
like,
the
I
audio.
want to sit on your
you
face.
To, I want you to.
Or you want
I
to
want
sit on my
you
face
to
and punch
sit
me
on
in the
my
stomach.
face and punch me. In the stomach.
So my tongue.
She should
I
have.
can't-
She should have
I
used an
can't feel
audio
my
tape.
stomach anymore.
She should have used a tape.
Yeah, true. Should have sent a
Insult-
snap.
Yeah. Emojis. She should have written that whole thing with emojis.
Yeah,
Bit
for
emojis.
somebody who teaches audio.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
totally.
this guy
Teaches
killed him.
audio.
He killed himself. He knew he was infected.
The
They were
audio
in his
teacher.
brain.
Another beautiful monologue. Like, I want to shout out to this actor.
He's the best
Who
character in
plays
the
that
movie. He's
guy?
the thing that makes the movie interesting.
Yeah,
the guy
because
with
he's
the
like
mess.
5 different characters. He's
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 the
5
most
different.
depth. He's the most complex.
Yeah, he's the same character, but he's 5 different
It's a subversion of this of a
key
trope.
plot points. Yeah,
The
you're
other
right.
ones are
William.
not really
I'm coming
subversion.
around.
The other
I
things
was
are
wrong.
not really subversions of tropes.
He's
This
extremely
is a
annoying.
subversion of the styles.
That's
But,
the other
but
thing.
that part
That
is
horny
important,
friend.
though. That he's supposed to be annoying.
Yeah, those guys
That-
are always annoying. They're wearing Hawaiian shirts. Those are annoying shirts.
No, they're
You know, their
usually
whole
just
thing is like-
shirtless in a shed.
Trying to get my boys laid.
Adam's like, he's
crying.
wearing a shirt. What a loser.
Wearing
You
a
should
shirt
be-
that says, "I'm trying to get other men laid." Is that
That's
a
why I
crime?
put on a tank top. I'm wearing a tank top. Adam's wearing.
I should have
a-
got one.
or,
I was
Adam's wearing
a
no
shirt when
shirt.
I started the
We,
pod.
William's
so
wearing one. We're the evolution
Anyway,
of shirts.
Oh, now everybody knows about the slugs. The police and the redhead kid team up. They get a flamethrower. Dick
No, the
Miller's in the
redhead
scene.
kid, and then he goes sees the girl.
Yeah, we don't
that he's
care. They're going to the. We got to just get to
He's
the
doing
end.
this
So
with
they
the
They
girl.
go to the party. Okay,
saying.
at the sorority house. On the way there, all their dates, the cool frat guys, they all got killed.
They all got
They're
turned
now
into- They all got
zombies.
slugged.
They have slugs.
What a
but they're
Halloween
zombies.
costume scene. What a Halloween costume scene. That is
They got
such
tuxedos.
a good zombie
Oh,
scene.
true.
It's
That's
a bunch
good
of frat.
Halloween costume.
It's a good zombie trope. It's a bunch of high school frat
College.
frat. It's a bunch of frat
Bros.
dudes in tuxedos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies, bro.
That's my.
They're wearing a
and then-
tuxedo and they're a zombie. That's crazy. No one's ever thought of that before.
So I was bringing up that he's doing this with the girl instead of the detective or whatever, where he's shooting them and then she's lighting them on fire.
What
or
the?
whatever, or
Hold on, hold on.
This is important.
You're not explaining what's happening.
I think we.
So
yeah,
now we
should
get to the
close-
big
We
finale.
should close it with Adam with this.
Okay.
The Adam's moral of the story.
I can wrap it up.
There's a
very
big
fast if you like.
finale at the end where the two of them have to work together, the guy and the girl, and the detective goes inside. So the guy and the girl are outside. He's shooting them with the shotgun. She's hitting them with the flamethrower, killing the slugs. So he blows their heads open, and then she blasts all the hot
and these are
slugs
all
with
like
the flames.
All these frat boy zombie guys are like throughout the movie they were being like creeps, like jerks.
Yeah, this is the night of the creeps.
Everybody was horny. Yeah, and then the girl says something. What was that? I wrote it down. She goes, "Don't these creeps take no for an answer?" As they're like doing like shooting them, and the only guy who wasn't horny is like the nerd kid at the beginning, and he's the guy that gets saved. I guess the detective was horny in his dream. His fucking dream.
Everybody is horny.
Ladies on the beach. No, but the kid is like reasonably horny,
The
respectfully
detective
horny.
Fall in
chose
love.
A creep.
order, law and order.
Yeah.
The
zombie, and it's
detective
like-
chose law and order instead of banging hoes.
Exactly. So he's virtuous, but like everybody else, like the sorority girl who's been like sexually harassed the whole movie.
So what's your point?
She says like all these creeps take no for an answer. It's like those. It's like
You
then you're like,
extrapolated
oh,
the
this is
entire
this
meaning
whole
of the movie
is
from this
about-
one sentence.
Yes. Well, it's. I feel like it didn't point to it really before that much.
That's your
in like
epiphany
in a
is?
commentary sort of way, a subversion of that 80s thing. Before that, it was just kind of like an 80s movie.
It's just an 80s movie, and then it was a subversion of an 80s movie.
Oh,
Wow,
you
cool.
think it like bro? It was like the
Why
first
don't you
one?
say? Yeah, are you going to say something that insightful?
No,
We're just
William.
going to criticize.
Or I
You
mean,
think that's
Adam.
insightful?
Well, it's a big part of the movie, and nobody's brought it up except me.
Yeah, an 80s slasher movie with morality. The people who have sex get killed. This
That's
has
the
never
point-
been
that's the
done
point of
before.
the
What
movie.
an amazing subversion of the
We're talking
form.
about the movie.
The horny people got killed in the movie, and the people who abstained from having sex didn't get killed. They're the heroes. They're the
but it's not
final
just
girls.
that. It's
Yada,
the
yada,
horny
yada.
people got
Wow,
turned into
this
the
is so unique.
zombies.
No one's ever done this before. You see what a fool you are?
You see what a
we're
fool?
talking
What are
fool
you,
you
the
are.
Joker?
the podcast.
You're just you're like the Joker if he was a loser.
No, I'm talking to you, William.
Not
Who
a cool
the fuck
guy.
Says, do you see what a fool you are?
fool.
That's something you say in a divorce
Fools. I'm
argument.
surrounded
Like,
by
that is
fools.
This is the guy who said he wanted to lick
dad.
Clearwater off my head.
Yeah, literally. That's somebody. Do you see what a fool you are? Not letting me lick that clear water off of your face.
I think our feminist
I'm not perfect either.
listeners will be appreciate
No,
that
William,
I brought up
This
this.
movie, okay, what you described
don't
as
have feminist
anti-feminism,
listeners.
you fucking idiot.
You
God, that's
literally
like
Well, it's like it's a
you're like
earlier form of feminism that is not as progressive.
what the fuck?
You tell me.
Adam, you don't got to be woke because your wife is.
Yes, I do.
Well, not
That's
with
true.
us.
That's true,
You're
Ryan.
in
He
the
does.
shed.
Ryan,
This is
Of course I
shed
do.
time. This is
Ryan,
shed time.
pull back. Pull back.
No, I'm gonna
He's
pull
gotta
the
be-
rip cord and I'm gonna pull
She's
the whole
listening.
parachute off.
She's listening right now. guys.
With I'm gonna text her right now.
Don't even do that. If you text her, you're a misogynist.
Oh my god, I'm
Text her
looking
a
at
picture
her.
of
And
your
I'm
dick.
Text
looking at
Adam
her,
and let
I'm
Adam text
Hold
her.
on.
Text
I'm
me a
looking
picture
at
of your dick
her-
and I'll forward it to her.
I'm looking at her and I's last text, and I forgot how flirty we were.
So after now that Adam's boring, yawn-inducing analysis is over, let's talk about how cool the scene is. This scene
Well,
is
your
full
whole time
of,
you're like, why are these creeps?
shut up.
What are they
They're
talking
blow-
about?
They're the movie's
movie
called Night
does
of the
this,
Creeps.
doesn't it?
These guys are creeps. Yeah, we get it.
The movie doesn't make that.
You're muted. So they're
He
blasting them in the
finds
heads.
misogyny in a fucking
is my
alien brain
only
takeover movie.
Time to hang out.
They're shooting them in the heads. Their heads explode. All these slugs fly out, and then she flamethrowers them. It's fucking awesome. They end
Is
up
that
in
from
this little,
something, by the way? That's what I was going to ask at the beginning. Is that an homage?
It seemed like
That's
a tip
cool way
of the
to
hat.
kill.
It
Yeah,
seemed
it's
like
about-
a tip of the hat.
You want to know what this movie's about, man? It's about Vietnam. We used to go in the village.
No.
We blow their
Jesus
fucking heads
Christ.
open and we burn them down.
Those slugs.
Shameful
Search and
part
destroy,
of American
baby.
history. No, I'm saying, is that from like,
Another
does
movie.
that happen in another movie?
Yeah, it happened. What? You tell me,
The
buddy.
Thing. I feel like it's the thing, but I don't really remember.
Blob.
A blob, a thing. You know,
William, you're the movie guy. This is your moment.
A
This is
load.
like
What do
You
you want?
gotta
Me?
ask the
This has
movie-
not been done before. This movie is
the
a
load.
buffet. It's
John Carpenter's The
combining.
Load.
It's combining two things. Okay, Shoot 'em in the
fire.
head,
Also with
Night of the Living Dead.
zombies and fire.
Hit 'em
is
with
always-
flames.
That's a cool way to
Yeah,
kill a.
fire is
If
always-
that's not off of anything, that's like an
I mean,
original
the
way
way to kill.
crazies. Where do they burn them? You
No,
know,
you shoot them
like-
in the head and immediately have to flamethrow them. What's that from?
This
Come on.
movie, you fucking
This
idiot.
movie.
Well, I'm
it's
saying that's
that
good.
part is original.
It's an original idea.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's a good. it's an
Until we
original
know
idea.
otherwise, this movie is original. This movie is good. Thank you. That is why I picked Night of the Creeps.
You always pick
it's-
stuff that you watched when you were like in middle school.
Fuck yeah, bro. Because that's what it's all about.
That's
I
when
was-
you
I
weren't
wasn't
woke, bro.
being a loser
Remember
watching
middle school?
movies. I was playing
He had
Mario
a-
Party.
Adam was too busy standing on tables drinking piss out of a Gatorade bottle. Well,
He's
William
like,
that
was-
was
I
Gatorade.
invented a new drink.
let's
I
call
invented
it
this,
shot
mommy.
slugs.
Oh
Invented
man,
this, mommy.
It's just
I
blue
invented- I
Gatorade with
invented
yellow
this,
piss in it.
mommy. bloody piss.
It's green. Just green.
I invented green Gatorade. Green
So,
raspberry.
The cop is inside.
the
He's going
secret is my
crazy. He's
penis.
shooting people in the head. He doesn't have a flamethrower. So everybody he kills, their head just blows up and then their slugs are flying everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like now Adam was
Impractical.
asking, has this scene been done before? I don't know. I don't think so. But I can tell you this scene feels a lot like what happens at the end of Dead Alive when the guy and the girl are defending that house
I don't think I've
on
seen
New
that.
Year's Eve where hundreds of people are being murdered. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. Peter
Oh, is this
Jackson.
Peter Jackson's
Dead
movie?
Alive?
Yes,
Never
I have
seen
seen
yeah.
it.
Oh, I watched it in your living room.
Yeah, it was
Adam.
fun.
It's a masterpiece.
I mean,
Um,
we hardly watched it, if you know what I'm saying. I was sucking Adam's butt.
Ryan was
Wow.
eating my ass the whole. I was watching it, but
Uh-uh.
Ryan was. The
I
whole
It's
was
like Jeffrey
sucking.
Dahmer's
I was
apartment.
not eating. I was
Just smells like rotting meat.
He was sucking.
It's just
my favorite okay.
movie.
That was like
Adam-
the 4D,
Adam really
4DX or whatever.
Adam
watching
lives
movies
like
with
Jeffrey
Adam-
Dahmer.
Adam,
Cinema, Cinema
you're gonna
4D.
hate this. Let me talk for 2 sentences.
Go
Adam,
off, King.
Adam,
I'll
you're gonna
support
you're
you.
gonna you're gonna
Don't
hate
tell
this.
them this, Ryan.
But it literally, now that you say that, it literally was like going over to Jeffrey Dahmer's, because there was one specific time that I'm thinking of where I go over there and we're watching something and you're like, hey, I'm making a peanut butter and grape sandwich. And you know what I'm talking about, Adam. And he
Did you put
and
jelly
and
on
he-
it? Like grape
No,
jelly?
that
with-
grapes were the
no,
jelly.
it was
fucking
grapes were the jelly, but he sliced.
Yeah,
He
grapes were
just
the jelly.
sliced, and I don't think this is weird, Adam. You're not doing a weird thing.
No, that's cool.
I'm just, but
I'm ahead of my
he sliced the
time.
grapes in half, and then put them on, and then just ate it. It was just like
I
peanut-
bit that.
peanut butter
I would
and-
bite them in half. I wouldn't have to wash.
he
a
didn't
knife
want to
for this.
waste a utensil.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to waste.
but then
plastic.
he
I
was
only
like,
use plastic.
you want to? He's like, you got to try this, and I was like, no. And it was not even like
You
it
gotta-
wasn't.
Try this.
I
but then
consider
again,
myself
bro.
a very good if
No,
I like
Adam, you're
something, I
bad
make
at
it a
the-
lot. I
you're-
start to modify it, and I was eating a
But
lot of
you, and then you
PB&Js
push
for
it,
a while.
though. You push
Hey,
it.
I
You
was like, I'm
push it,
sick
you
of this
push it, you
jelly
push it.
fucking
But
spilling.
he
I
out
don't
of
wanna
the
be-
went
side of the
on.
sandwich.
He was like Dahmer trying to get me to drink this Coke he poured in the kitchen. He goes, "Just
Shy
come on,
guy.
eat." He
I
goes,
haven't
he
seen
goes,
Dahmer.
he goes,
Dahmer.
he goes, eat. He goes, just try it. Take a bite of the sandwich. Listen, I'm gonna make you one. And then you made me at the same thing. And I go, Adam, I just ate it. I'm not hungry.
You
I'm
didn't
sure
eat
it's
it?
good. I don't want this. And he
Okay.
goes, eat it. And you like handed it to me. And it was
Pathetic.
like literally a 40
Like a
minute
retarded
thing where-
person. I don't
I
want to.
said
I mean, I don't
no.
want to be
I said
insulting,
no.
but
I was
said
being a
no
good
for
host.
40 minutes.
Adam
You
can't
were
cook, and
already
it's
a good
maybe-
host.
I'm like an Italian grandma. I'm being a good host. Eat,
But you
eat.
cook
Your
like a
skin's
It
blowing
retard.
wasn't
out,
good,
Ryan.
man. It wasn't that good. I'm
No
just a peanut butter and
offense.
jelly guy.
to retarded
You for
people.
real, Ryan?
If you're mentally challenged, I'm sure you can cook better than Adam. Like, dude,
I'm
this
a good
guy,
cook,
you could.
and so are anybody can cook. That's the
why
whole
don't you
thing.
use jelly like a normal human being? You think grapes taste good? What
Jelly,
about
I'm-
jelly?
You're devolving jelly, and you're like,
Yeah.
what if you're
It's
like,
like
I'm
a-
going
I'm uninventing
backward? Yes.
National Lampoon's Vacation. He's like real tomato ketchup, and it's just like
What if-
smashed
What if we
tomatoes.
sliced
It's, like,
tomatoes
disgusting.
a bunch?
Well,
And then
I got tired of
smashed it
jelly
and
spilling out
made
the
it-
sides, onto my lap, and all over my face. I got jelly on my face.
He puts on his and he goes into his lab to like invent something new. So now he has grapes.
But then I was
Just-
like, jelly's got
the first time he just
He's
put
like
the
the coroner. He's like the coroner in the movie in Night of the Creeps. He's just always eating a jelly sandwich at every
He-
crime scene, just slopping around.
The first time he just puts the grapes on the stem in between two pieces of bread with peanut butter on them.
follow the scientific.
It's
you know,
too
method.
thick, too thick to put my mouth at. He's like, I got to go back to the drawing board.
So it's healthy. It's you also get like a nice like juicy crunch instead of like a
Eventually-
smushy jelly. It's
eventually,
like
though.
complements the peanut butter really well.
Why wouldn't you put jelly in that also and just have a few slices?
What am I?
Or get
That's the most
crunchy
decadent
peanut
thing I've ever
butter.
heard of, Lee.
Get crunchy peanut butter if you want some crunch,
It's kind of a Caligula sort of mindset.
or just eat a completely different sandwich
No, that was my
that
sandwich of
already
choice.
has the things. You,
Oh, I
what-
forgot. I started adding honey, drizzling honey and
Look
stuff
how
like
proud
that.
of how pathetic he is. He just can't wait to just go on and on about how.
I mean,
cool
everybody
this
eats
is.
lunch. A few
When
people
was the last time you ate one
eat
of these
an original lunch.
creations?
I haven't
yours.
had PB and
It's
and
not bad.
grapes,
He made me eat the
PB&Gs.
PB&G. He made me eat the PB&G.
It was good. Say it was good. Don't fucking be honest, Ryan.
It was fine, but jelly's also
Ryan,
better. Like fine.
Jelly is
It was
it's
a
like
it
the way
was a
like
it was a
Coke is better
deconstru-
than seltzer water. You know what I mean?
no
It's like this
grapes
is a
are just a
healthy,
deconstructed jelly.
it's a completely healthy lunch. Takes
No,
something
it
that's like
was
a
good. It
sweet
was good.
sweet tooth,
But you made me
sugary
eat it, man.
treat lunch into the like
You Dahmered my ass.
health nuts lunch.
So, and
Just
then
a
he
health
says a
nut.
barrel
I
of a
Dahmered you.
corpse in the corner,
Domed.
Well, and
watching
then I got
Exorcist on a loop with a blood stain on his mattress.
I assumed it was jelly.
There's a black lady next door, just like, what the fuck is going on in that apartment?
Jelly spilled on my mattress.
It was, and that's why he's so upset about jelly. He's like, it
gotta
got all
switch to
over my
grapes.
fucking comforter and my
Hey.
sheets. So now and now it's like, that's not blood, it's jelly.
I'm
Why
wearing a
does it
white
s-
shirt. It's like all over. It's
The
jelly.
cops
I
come
fucking-
over and they're
I
looking
swear to God,
around.
it's jelly.
But it
They look in
literally
a drawer,
is, though.
there's
But
a
it
phone, there's
literally
just-
is
yeah,
jelly.
yeah, it is jelly.
There's just photos of little sandwiches.
So I did a little time until the forensics developed, and I got to
Guys,
get,
officers,
get early release.
I tried to do some crustless. I've got photos of crustless. I've got small sandwiches. This is just some gay shit. cops are like-
This is just gay stuff, guys. Don't arrest me.
The cops are like, this guy's fucking around with sandwiches. He's got jelly in his bed.
They call
That's
his
what I'm
father.
That's why I use grapes.
They call his father, and they have to bring him down to the interrogation room, and the cops have to tell
It's the same act. It's the same
Richard
actor.
Jenkins.
Adam's actual father is
it's Richard Jenkins,
Richard
he's just-
Bowers.
and they explain to him like what he's been doing with the sandwiches and the grapes, and he's just like, "I'll
What's
leave
he
you
doing?
alone for a minute."
So he's doing what with the grapes? Sir, this is awkward to say. He's slicing them, and he's not even using a knife. He's using his hands and
Oh
ripping
my!
them in half.
I'm biting them in half.
He's biting the grapes in half, and he's just
Get a little grape taste.
Richard Jenkins. He's just vomit.
So they
Yeah,
kill
Adam's
all the,
Dahmer.
they kill the aliens. So we
Sounds like
think,
I was
and then at
being
the
a good host.
end, it's revealed that some of the slugs got away, and then there's a big spaceship. This is a new ending in the director's cut Blu-ray. I did not see this ending originally.
I think it
I
needs
like
to be
it.
there.
I
needs
like
to be
it.
there.
It's
ties all the knots.
absurd. The first time I
And
saw it,
ties.
I hated it, but
It tells you what we were arguing or talking about at the beginning of the episode. It tells you what, because we're like, we don't know the space politics going on, like which alien is rogue and which one's not. Were they
Which one's
starting
Hillary?
war? Were they? You said that was one rogue trying to start a war, and then when you see them looking for the slugs, it means they were trying to keep it contained. They did not want those slugs to get released on Earth. They're looking for them.
well, it's too late. They're out there.
It's too late, but that also opens the franchise.
Here's the other thing. I've
Hmm.
never seen Plan 9 from Outer Space. Maybe that's part of the plot.
Oh,
Maybe
shit.
one of the
Neither have
aliens
I.
went rogue. Maybe one of the aliens went rogue. Who knows?
Well, they literally say there's two sentences, I think, in this movie, two quotes where she's like, "What are you, like from Planet 9?"
Oh, boy.
When it's the black and black
Cynthia.
and white, and then when they came out of the
She goes,
movie theater or whatever.
"What's your last name?" She goes, "Cynthia Cronenberg." And it's like, yuck. This
Oh,
is
I
the
didn't
worst part of the
even
movie.
think
Nobody's name
about
is
that.
Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg.
And then it's like,
Is that what his
Sergeant
real name is?
Raimi. Sergeant Raimi.
Who's
And there's a
Raimi?
cop named after Sam Raimi, director of
Who's
Evil
Sam
Dead,
Raimi?
Evil
Oh.
Dead, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep going. I didn't
That's
didn't
nerdy.
catch any of this because I don't know any of those. And you said every name was a director. So keep
Carpenter.
going.
Carpenter,
and then there's one that's like a
Romero,
hyphen. No, Romero Hooper.
Romero Hooper. Yeah, it's just, this is
Who's that?
The-
What's that?
The
Who's
nerdy
Hooper?
movie for
Toby
nerdy
Hooper,
little Williams.
George
Who's that?
Romero,
What movie did they do? Who's George Romero?
directed Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Martin.
I
The
didn't
show?
catch any of that. Martin,
The
the
Martin
show.
Lawrence show.
Martin's my
just the
favorite
re-
vampire
just the reboot.
movie. My favorite vampire movie.
Never seen it.
John Carpenter reference, Toby Hooper directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Mangler, Funhouse.
The Lopper.
Never heard of either of those.
The Lopper is actually a serial killer that was on Seinfeld.
Bro.
I wish you
We
would
were
serial
so
kill
close
yourself.
to doing another fucking episode where we don't mention Seinfeld.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Adam Seinfeld
Why do you
character
do
is a
it?
guy
You do
who
it in
keeps
the last minute. Are you doing it on purpose?
No, I mean it's just a good show that permeates throughout, society. It's a reflection of society.
While
and
it
also,
was good, that dude was fucking a 17-year-old woman. AKA
maybe that's the
child.
secret to creating a hit show.
It's legal, Ryan.
I just don't understand how we can't do one episode. I'm looking at the timestamp. We can't do one episode where Seinfeld doesn't get mentioned, and we were I think about it every episode.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. I go to conversations that people bring up.
Ryan, let me tell you something about Adam.
A bunch of basic ass people. A bunch of NPCs.
I know.
Adam will never learn. He'll
I
never
know.
get better. He'll never improve. He'll never change.
I don't think
I
it's
should be learning
wrong.
this. I
It's
should
not
be learning
wrong
this.
that
This
you
triggers
reference Seinfeld. No, it's not wrong, but it's just crazy that you got it.
You're
You got
look.
Seinfeld on your brain so much.
I
You're
can't
talking
stop
to a
thinking
man in a
about it.
shed with no shirt on. What do you expect?
Saying I can't with a nuclear reactor battery a caution stamp to the right. Like what's
Perfectly next to my head.
When you ship batteries, sometimes you can't bring them on airplanes, so they put the sticker on them, so they have to travel by truck.
Okay.
Who doesn't
It's
know this?
fine. I'll be fine. Completely safe. Just leaking a little bit.
You're leaking?
from
I'm
where?
leaking.
Adam's dripping pre-cum.
Clearwater. Represent. This is the pre-cum capital of Florida.
Wow.
You said Clearwater. You said I'm licking Clearwater, and William literally couldn't stop licking his lips. For the audio listeners,
Yeah.
I looked like a lizard.
he started drooling. That was weird, man. He got salivated real quick.
You know.
I got dry
Oh, I'm
lips. What can
drunk
I
as
say?
hell, man.
You need a little Clearwater. You know what I mean?
Adam, get
So,
your face over here. I need a little Clearwater.
Look, this is a fun movie. It's
Oh,
gory.
shoot
It's
on my
got
face
good
and then
gore. There's some good laughs. It's short. It moves
The
quickly.
conclusion action
Yes.
is sick as fuck. Tuxedo. They're both in like, formal gowns. It's a
Also,
cool look.
it's progressive subversion of 80s
Yeah, it has to-
tropes.
The way it uses the same bullshit, don't have sex garbage that's
Yeah.
in every slasher
whole
movie.
scene with the
Very
bully.
progressive.
The whole scene with the bully after he
Yes.
gets he's a zombie and he answers the door and what does she say? There's
This is very Valley Girl.
as one or as it. What did she say? She says something that's very funny and I wanted to add it to my vocabulary.
Something that made no sense that I've never heard
Oh.
before.
she goes,
Re-
of course. No, what is
Remember when the guy, the jerk frat guy tripped the guy with multiple sclerosis and then
He falls
everybody was
down.
like, what the fuck? And then she's like, come
And
on.
he was-
And he's like, come on, babe, let's go to the girl. And she's like,
She goes, no. She
gosh, no,
does
she
the flip
silently
off.
does the
She
From
cranks.
Poltergeist.
She does the wheel.
and then every
She cranks
and
the
then
middle
everybody
finger.
like politely like cheer, like claps.
everybody applauds and then everybody goes in their separate ways.
Yeah, it's like a golf clap.
The extra work, weird extra direction. For
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. The chicks love the bad boy.
sure.
Yeah,
she's
that's
that-
bullshit.
The hero
whole
would
scene where she
be
pulls him out
the
on the
evil frat
porch.
guy. He gets shit done.
she pulls him out on the porch. Like
This
moral
whole
of the,
this is a
moral
very
of the
80s
story.
thing, by
Moral
the
of
way.
the story: pay attention to other people. Don't be so self-centered. Because everybody was fucking walking around. That dude walked out of the coroner's office with the professor or the
Yeah, and-
scientist and he walked past a cop and the cop just
Listen, you
goes, "Have a good night."
progressive woke libtards, you're letting zombies commit crimes. Okay. I hate to
Yeah,
be
they
a
just
little
Cops.
I hate to do a little racial profiling, but if you see a zombie,
Hey, check
What's-
this out. If that zombie was
He-
black, that cop would have shot.
Damn.
If that zombie was somebody's
That's a lot
dog,
to
that
think
cop
about.
would have shot. If that zombie was somebody's pet, that
You're
cop
telling
would have tried
me-
to shoot the owner and hit the dog.
oh, you're gonna
Thumbs off.
kill George
20-minute
Floyd, but
movie.
you're gonna let a zombie out of this wander around a college campus.
I would
That makes a lot
never
of
name.
sense.
I would never name my dog George Floyd.
Putting a zombie very gently into the back of the cop car, like covering their head.
She straight up. So the zombies weren't zombies. They weren't like out to eat brains. They were just. They would go back to the location they loved.
Oh, Yeah. Okay.
It was muscle memory. That's why the 50s, the first one went back to the window where he threw the rocks at, and then his head blew up because all the
Maybe
leeches.
maybe
They
it's
weren't
like a
trying
way
to
for the
eat brains.
leech to go to like their more
I mean,
people.
You
Guys,
didn't
they
hear
went to where the
recording?
plot was convenient.
Okay,
That's what
okay.
you're forgetting.
But this movie also, like, I was gonna say, like, the 80s thing of like the hot girl ending up with a nerd.
Yeah.
Also, they
Now,
all
if you
looked
were
the
an
same
like an
too. It
attractive
wasn't like all
actress,
the jocks looked like nerds as well.
if you were an attractive young actress in like the 80s, you would like have to make out with an ugly nerd guy if you wanted to work, basically.
Yeah, that never happened before the 80s. No women were forced to have sex with disgusting
Well,
troll men before that.
No, I'm saying
Money,
in
baby,
the movie,
money.
that's like as your role, you have to kiss a guy on screen who's
And show your
you would never
tater
fuck
tots
in
for
real
like 2
life.
seconds.
Yeah, you did this in your movie.
Yeah.
You're doing it right now. It looks like you
Those
have breasts right
women
now.
you kissed in those movies are
Just 'cause
victims
I know
of
they
that.
were. I feel bad that I made them do that.
Me
It looks
too.
like Adam.
I
It
had
looks
to
like
kiss-
Adam.
I had-
Everybody does.
He made me.
William,
he
hold
made me
on,
kiss
hold
her.
on.
He made me kiss him.
Well, you were good though. Give you that.
William kissing her.
She's giving a good performance in this movie because she's like you have to be a good actor if you're one of those young women, because you have to convincingly be like, yeah, I'm into this nerd, gross.
Damn,
Loser.
dude,
Well,
you're
she's a
woke as
whore,
fuck,
like all
dude.
actresses, and she's a good one at that. So that's all I'm gonna say. Hate to break
Wow.
it down.
Like all actresses.
so
Is your-
bluntly, but that's the way it is.
like Viola Davis,
Whore,
You know William, top
Sir-
dog in
Sir
Hollywood.
Judi Dench,
whore.
Sir Maggie Smith.
That whore on Downton Abbey, yes. Grandma, she's the
right.
biggest whore of all.
Adam, please don't bring up Queen Elizabeth.
Here's why. Look, and the
Too
men
soon.
in the movies, they're
She was a
gigolos.
I
whore.
won't bring up Queen Elizabeth.
Whole family.
The men in the movies, they're gigolos. They're doing the same thing.
I guess we all are kind of.
They're gay and they have to pretend they're straight with these women. You know what I mean?
Oh, the actors, yeah. I get
Every
what you're
actor in Hollywood is gay. This is just a fact.
Everybody is gay and nobody is happy.
This is why I didn't make
Somebody
it as
told
an
me that
actor
once,
in
and
Hollywood.
that's real. Everybody is gay and nobody's happy. Deal
If you're
with that.
successful, you're gay. If you're not successful, you're straight and cool. That's all
William,
it is.
yeah.
Me and all my friends.
William, do
Straight
you
and
not
cool.
believe you're gay, William?
No, I'm not gay.
You once said, "I only need to. I like buttholes." Once,
I thought you were going to
I
say
like
I
man's
once said I wanted
buttholes.
to lick Clearwater off Adam's face.
no, you didn't once say
I don't
that.
remember you saying.
You thrice said that. Now fourth.
All right. Ratings. Let's give our sweet
Gatings.
little ratings.
Adam,
you go
you think you're
first.
gay? Adam,
Every
are you?
rating
Do you
is
think?
gay.
Do you think you're gay?
How
On a
many
scale
gay-
of 1 to 5.
How many gay
Is your
stars do you give this
wife-
movie?
is your-
I would. This is a movie. It's hard to not like. It's good. It's fun. They're putting some work in and stuff. It's having fun.
Oh, you gay
Personal-
as hell, dude. William, what's
Listen
your
to-
rating?
I'm more bi on this movie.
Give
More
us your
pansexual.
rating.
3.
Oh,
A good 3. I don't like doing the ratings, by the way. I think we should stop. doing
Why?
those.
Why?
Well, I don't want
It's
people
fun.
to think it's about that. Or like
people aren't thinking about this at all.
all movies are great. I don't want all the
Oh,
audience. People
ew.
to spend too much time thinking about this.
Adam is
What a
shirtless.
loser.
Adam is shirtless in a
just don't want to
shed
upset
with a
people.
trash bag and a thing. And he goes, I just don't want to give off the wrong impression.
Listen to this woke
too
moron.
shy.
He's got a fly trap hanging from the back. Is that what's directly behind you?
Oh, it's just garbage.
Adam, how many
Back
stars do you
garbage.
give the Chinese race?
5 stars.
Okay. What about Italians?
That's another 5 stars. Rome,
No,
Colosseum.
that's 5 meatballs. That's how you say that.
The Jews, the Israelites,
5 billion stars
6 million stars.
Six-
or 6 million stars.
That's a little Holocaust humor for you folks out there.
Very nice.
Yeah, just a little
Everybody
humor.
loves that.
That's a lot of
Not
stars,
e-
though. That's the most stars we gave.
Not
So they should be
everybody.
happy.
Not everybody. I bet there's
Everybody
about
loves those
6
jokes. and things that are
billion people that don't like it.
Fun little.
How many stars do you give Germany?
What are we gonna do, Adam? What are we gonna do? The Holocaust happened. Get over it.
Me.
Get over it. You ever heard that song?
Don't
Get
delete the clip on
over
that.
it.
Don't ever. I don't want that on video.
I
I'm
give this
joking.
movie 3.5 stars. I kind of feel like with ratings, it's turning it for me like a 4-star movie has to have a great performance. That's my new thing.
I like this.
Like Bruce
where this
Campbell
conversation is going.
and Bubba Hotep. He's great.
I've been doing 5 stars on things that I just like the movie, but I should be a little more selective.
No, it's
Probably.
nice. Every
It's
movie's
about-
a 5-star masterpiece.
But they're not. But I'd say this Bubba Hotep, I'll rewatch. Like I'll rewatch that solo. Like I'll rewatch that alone. This movie, I don't think I would watch alone. I'd love to show people and
Too
I'd love to
scared.
talk about
If
it.
you've
Don't
got a
pretend you're
slumber
asleep
party,
in it.
if
Too
you got a
chill.
slumber party coming up, this is a perfect
Too
movie for
shy.
your Halloween
Guy said-
slumber party.
The
You
guy
and all your
says-
buddies having fun.
Too shy.
Put this movie
to have a
on.
slumber
Listen to
party.
me.
Guy says thrill me, and I say sorry, officer. I'm already too chilled. Chill me.
You say that? in the
I
mo-
said that 3.
That's
what
four-
George
I
Floyd
said that at
said.
least 10 times. He goes, chill me.
Yeah, they just
that-
choked him out and
Everybody
killed
loves a
him.
George Floyd joke.
That might be too soon. The Holocaust. What
Not
about
soon
9/11?
enough.
Yeah, 9/11 is safe.
Just kidding.
The World Trade
Not
Center
soon
building.
Just
The
a
World
few-
Trade
just a
Center
couple of
building's
jokes
like
for
thrill
everyone
me.
to enjoy.
Just got blown up
I think that's the last thing Osama said. He goes, thrill me.
before he got
And then
got.
just before he hit the towers.
Osama
And
did
then
it.
parachuted out of the building.
A lot of people don't want to believe, want to admit that he flew those in the trade.
I don't want
That's
to.
my conspiracy.
I believe it was a
Hey,
hologrammed George Bush that did it.
I don't want to be offensive, but I got 6 million questions about 9/11. If you know what I mean.
I don't.
Stop.
But
Just
I'd
some
love
broad
to see.
appeal
I'd love to
jokes.
see some movies about it.
Hell yeah, Ryan. What if that's how we ended the episode? It's like, da-na-na-na-na.
Well, I was doing.
I'd
a
love
very
to see
loose,
a
Jews
movie
run the
about it.
Hollywood.
See you at the movies.
I was just connecting
And
9/11.
see you at the
Holocaust.
movies. Man,
AMC, more like see you there.
no, Ryan,
I'll
what's
be
your
in the
rating?
D-box. So I guess now that I got to actually rate it, man, this was a good one though. Man, I go 4.5. I'm gonna start doing more legit.
I thought you said
like
you weren't
more
going to watch it again.
It's good though. I won't. It's not rewatchable in my book. Like it is with
good, though.
friends.
It's a good
It's
movie.
Yeah,
good
yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
creative. The writing, like the character, everything was like it was breaking the fourth wall, like,
Okay.
but not. But then also dramatic monologues. It was good.
I respect your rating.
The appropriate amount of
movie
cheekiness.
Is
It
a
knew
little
what
hit,
it was doing. It knew what it was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
it's a little bit of a hidden gem of the 80s. It's a little
I
it's
would
not
say
like
it's
super
a
obscure.
bigger hit of the gym.
But after you've
bigger
seen all the
hit of
big
the hidden
ones,
gem.
watch this.
I could see that, Ryan.
So
This
the,
direct-
the change from the black and white, and I actually wanted to ask this. So the change from going in the 50s black and white and then going to 86 modern times, it's just colored. When did that Brendan Fraser movie come out?
Encino Man,
No. Where he comes out of the
Blast from the
fucking
Past.
Blast from the Past. They did that, and everybody gave them fucking Emmys about that because they went from black and white to color film.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
saying
know
a lot
about
of smart
Emmys.
things right now.
Have you ever seen Wizard of Oz?
Interesting that Brendan Fraser
Oh,
played
no,
has
I
played
haven't.
characters
but,
that have come
okay,
from the
got
past
you.
multiple times.
I
Blast
haven't
from the
seen
Past,
Wizard of
blasted
Oz.
or your thought out
Blast
of
from the
ice.
Past. I just want it for everyone to out there. I just want to
thought-
tell you it was a humongous failure and just critically derided dud
It won
that
Emmys.
didn't win
What are you
any
talking about?
Emmys that no one was impressed by. It was garbage. It's just Back to the Future, stupid bullshit.
You are the worst movie guy. I
Fish
got
out of
asked to be
water.
the third host on this to be like the comedic part. Why am I trying to do movie stuff? You tell us movie facts, but now Adam and I go, "Hey, what's a movie
You're
fact?"
saying
and you
good
go,
movie facts, Ryan.
and you go, Adam is stupid, and I go, "What's a movie
Yeah,
fact?"
actually,
bitch?
yeah. Ryan's making a lot of
You're
good
not.
points.
You're not owning up.
Hey,
Ryan and
See you
I
at the
are.
movies.
You got no trivia, bro. I'm about to IMDb this bitch. Because
Has
Did
anyone
the
done this
Holocaust
before?
happen? See you at the movies.
Where did that come from?
the movies, life imitates.
What's going on?
Remember Adam said that about the heads exploding and the worms?
I thought that was a good question because you were talking about how like
They
it's
were
full of
freaking-
homages.
They were freaking leeches. They're not worms.
Why am I getting fucking called an idiot for saying that?
For saying what?
I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm just saying
William
Why
keeps
do you
saying
remember
worms
that,
when
though?
they're
I was setting
leeches.
Just
myself
like that's
up.
a good memory.
I was setting myself up because it'd be funny if Adam's walking around with a big cum stain on his t-shirt. He's like, "Hey, where did this come from?"
That's so good. So you did.
Where did this come from?
And you walk over and lick it off, and you're
My
like, "I
God.
got you, bitch."
Nothing like cold cream on a hot day.
You pin me down and lick it
Clearwater.
off my shirt.
Yeah, he's in his truck driving
I fucking
around
got you.
playing like Jack in the Box music or whatever the fuck
No,
it is.
I was gonna say Taylor Swift.
And then the kids come running out, and then he's like, "All right, how much cream do you want?" And they're like, "I want 5 licks." And then they lick his pants and shirt.
You talking about the load cream truck driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bringing it all back, baby.
Load. cream.
Honestly, Adam could be recording this in a back of a ice cream truck right now. The
Could
look
be.
of
dude, that would
his-
be better than
that would have
this,
been
honestly.
that would have been a better sentence if I wouldn't have like had
That was-
heartburn and
Yeah, it
burped
would have
in
been
the
cool.
middle
It's just
of
a cool thing to think about. We should all be recording.
How much is an
from-
ice cream truck? Should I just buy
interesting
one? Would that be
places.
funny?
$7,000 $948.
And I'm like, "Guys, I got the ice cream truck." You're like, "What are you
Pretty cool.
doing with that, man?" You're like, "Oh, probably just drive around."
You're gonna
What-
podcast and you're gonna
You're gonna podcast from there or something? No,
Come
I'm just
in
gonna
your
drive
pants.
around in the neighborhood.
come in buckets and put the buckets.
I'm
in
gonna
the
I'm
little
I'm gonna
fridge.
cast some pods for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna nut.
Ooh,
If you
another
don't
know what I'm
successful
saying.
pod.
It's
Another
a stretch,
successful
but I'm a nut.
podcast.
Yeah, I podcast.
Let's just end this dumb episode.
We should talk about what we're doing next week.
What
What
are you
are
doing?
we doing next week?
Is this the Ryan and Adam episode?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
guys-
actually might not be here next week.
Oh, shh.
Next Sunday, I might not be here.
Oh, okay. I could do it.
Well, we can talk. in
So
the text.
compelling.
I could find another.
What
I mean,
what it what
yeah, we
it
can
what
have the
it
episode.
what am I watching? What are we?
I don't know. What do you think?
Man, I thought you were gonna.
Oh, I have ideas.
We've already decided. You guys are watching Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween,
No, that's too
Ernest
good.
Scared Stupid, Silent Hill was. I thought Silent Hill.
Okay.
Unless is that
Let's
too
do
over?
let's do Silent Hill because I slept through 45 minutes of it.
Is that well trod territory, William? You think?
Doesn't matter.
Are our listeners?
Silent Hill
gonna-
could be a good one. There's a lot to like make fun of and stuff.
I
uh,
literally fell asleep. I faked sleep through the whole thing, so I got some things to say.
Dude,
Is
you're
it on
gonna, like,
HBO
face your
Max?
fears. I have the
No,
torrent.
not anymore.
I can send it.
It actually might
Wretches.
be on HBO.
What was the
Sounds
other
a
one I
little
was thinking
scary.
of? Oh, I saw you logged Monster Squad. I was thinking about that movie too.
What's
Same
that?
director. That's the same director as Night of the
Right?
Creeps.
Maybe not then.
Brett
What's
Decker.
that?
Monster
It's
Squad.
like
is that movie
Stranger-
from the.
It's like
from
Stranger
the
Things.
80s. You never. I feel like you probably have seen it, Ryan. It's like
I,
Wolfman
I
Dracula
know
Yes,
the
it-
movie.
name.
This is Ryan. What's that? Adam's like, I think you might have actually seen it.
I don't mean to
Maybe you've seen it.
presume.
I don't sound that crass.
What the fuck is that shit?
Monsters Squad.
Oh,
They're doing
he's saying-
squats.
He's
What?
asking because it's
They're
like
just
Stranger
some
Things.
some thick ass monsters. You're talking the mummy doing squats.
Okay, this is the movie
You're
Fred
talking
Decker.
Frankenstein doing squats. You're talking Decker's in it.
Tim Heidecker.
Oh, I'm thinking Becker.
Becker.
Dead Dancing,
Mm-hmm. I'd like
So,
to see him do some
we got
squats.
Dracula, Frankenstein, the
Oh,
Mummy,
Doing squats.
the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I'm familiar
Wolf-
with the
the
squad.
Wolfman.
Frankenstein. Frankenstein's a good guy in Monster Squad,
Who do they
which
fight?
is a very
though?
good move, I think.
They're fighting children.
They're
What are
going
these
after
kids
adults. And
doing?
they're like, what the fuck are we doing? Let's go after children.
They're
That'd
the
be
the
much
kids are the
easier.
monster squad. They fight monsters. They read Stephen King novels. They're cool kids.
They're like nerdy about monsters.
No,
and
I
stuff.
don't want to watch a Goosebumps movie. Let's watch something else.
Let's do Silent Hill or Hubie or Ernest.
Hubie, seen it, loved it.
I
No.
never saw it.
Oh,
I'm
then
watching it
maybe.
this
Then
Halloween, though.
maybe. Then maybe. I'd like a get. No, I'd like a guest if we do Hubie. I'd like to bring in a guest.
Yeah, totally.
Are you going to be here next
Who?
Sunday, Ryan?
I'm gonna say no, unless we do later because there's like a sale in the front of our apartment, and there's no
Like
just
a
say
yard
no.
garage sale?
I'm not here next Sunday,
We could do it
Yeah.
another.
and then we're hosting
gotta
an
figure it
after
out. Let's figure it
party
out later.
or whatever. No, I won't be here.
Well,
I
maybe
don't
we
know
could
why I
also
even
skip a
made it
week
seem like
if
I'm not
William
going
was
to
playing
include
it.
let's
any of
just do
this.
a
I'm not
different day.
including any of this in the episode. So
I
just,
thought we were already
course.
done.